EnvisionOPG channel. Today I'm going to go over my film Law deck profile here. So you know Law is one of my favorite leaders in the entire One Piece TCG card game. But yeah, before we go over this, I just want to go over quick cool announcement. Channel is at 100 subs, so we're going to be start doing the giveaways. We got these cool pristine start decks just to show you they do exist and they're not printouts from eBay or anything. We will be giving them away, so be sure to check out the descriptions for them. You can enter. If you got a friend who's trying to get into the game, enter for them. Try to get them one of these. We're always happy to watch the community grow. But yeah, I also want to give a couple shout outs to my boys, Kevin, Jared, and Jose, with the squad. Always hanging out now. It's going to be fun times. But yeah, let's just get into it. We got 4 Namis over here. 4 Chopper, 4 Brook, 4 Zoro, and 2 Luffy. So this is like a pretty standard Straw Hat engine. You're going to see these in most Law decks. I know a lot of people cut down on the Zoros to like 2, or even some are playing 0. And a lot of people cut out the Luffys. But that's mainly for like the standard Law list. But this film engine plays a little differently. It's a little more explosive. However, we'll get into the details of like the difference between film and Straw Hat or standard Law as we go through it. But yeah, pretty standard stuff right here. So we're going to go into the next part right here. We've got our favorite non-searchable cool popping machine. We got Vistas. I would like to play 4, but there is like room issues in the deck, so I can only fit 3 in here. But if you do find room to put in a 4th one, just feel free to put it in. Amazing card. One of the best like red supports that came out of this set, honestly. I wish I could play Otama, but you're going to see. Not a lot of room in here. But yeah, pretty strong card. Wish I could play 4. And if you do find room, feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to always improve on this deck. And next up, I'm going to get into the cool green cards. My favorite color in the game. We got 4 Bonnies, 4 Blocker Boys, 4 more cooler Blocker Boys, and the Start Deck Law. So I'm only playing 1 Start Deck Law because, like I said, room is an issue in this deck. But it acts more like a 5th Bouncer Law because you mainly just like restand Zoros in this deck or play Zoros. And that's a lot better finisher because you can attach 2 Dawn to your Zoro and then restand it with the Start Deck Law as opposed to bouncing and playing it again, so you're not like wasting Dawn. You're able to allocate it around your board better. Yeah, these are like pretty standard for most Law decks right here. 1 drops, get to play early, Searchers, Black Could Never. Yeah, next part, we got the film engine. Now this is the bulk of the deck right here. We've got our 4 Choppers, 4 Laws, 4 Nico Robins, and the 4 Brooks. So the cool part about these cards is that they're like your Senju cards or Telenite cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! And 4-drop Brook can build up most of your board on your second turn going second. Because you have 4 Dawn, so you can play down a 1-drop or one card, play down the Brook, and then you can chain into Brook, Nico, and a 2-drop. Preferably Law, because, Choppers will get 2k shield. But, these cards all chain into each other. So pretty cool stuff. It's probably my favorite part about the deck is that how explosive it can get with these. The cool thing about Chopper is that it can rest a blocker. So that does come up sometimes when you swing for lethal. But you can do like really cool combos with Law right here. You can attach 2 Dawn to your Law, swing with it, and then after the battle you can rest your Law or rest the Dawn for it. And then you can tag into probably like say like a Zoro, and then you get another attack off of it without using Shambles or your 5C Law. Tag into a Chopper if you need a utility for blocking in the late game. And you can also go into Vista to pop away annoying cards like Bonnie and Momo so that you didn't want to like lose tempo and swing onto. Because your deck's late game is a little worse than other late games. Like a big issue is Whitebeard. It is a 6k leader, and you do often run out of Dawns to like effectively hit them. You want to hit like magic numbers against that deck, like 8k and 9k to get through like guard points. Like the cool part about this is like it is like a really fun casual deck, and I would say it is strictly worse than Standard Law, but it is strictly more fun than Standard Law. Yeah, like some other cards you can probably play in this deck that I forgot to include in this deck profile. Or not really include, but you know, it's like an experimental list, so you can always play like Nami's and like Luffy's. I didn't play Nami because like her stat line is good. It's a 3-drop 5k, but you're not really using her search effect too much because it is like a top 3 search and you want to use your Dons for more things right here. If you did play like the Luffy, I would play Nami because Luffy's like a pretty, strong blocker. It is just another search target, so you could cut down on the Vistas and play in like a Nami and a Luffy. But like I'm not a big fan of him. They're like dedicating 7 to a Luffy in one turn. You do need like Luffy, Brook, Nico, and like the 2-drop to get a full board off of it. And it also just dies to like Vista and Vista Ace or something like that in late game. And by the time you hit like 7 dropped or 7 Dons to spare, you do start getting like blown out by those cards. But yeah, I mean Nami's still like a really good card. 5k base. You don't have to attach Dawn to hit, which is the really big thing. But yeah, like I think this deck is really fun. I don't think it's better than normal Law, but I'm always happy to like share this list and have people find ways to improve the deck. It's definitely one of the more fun decks I've played in OP set 2. And I do hope that like film does get more supporters because these do have like some of the best arts in the game in my opinion. Like I adore the alt arts for these, and stuff like Zoro and Usopp and they're just vanilla. So I got some banger art on them, and they're big too. So if you want to experiment with that, feel free. But yeah, that's pretty much just like the bulk of the deck right here. It is like the film pieces and it'll like chain together with each other. Um, I won't say like, hey, this is it. This is the final deck. Just feel free to mess around with it, and let me know if you find anything cool. See ya.